Dumelang Abusheni, my name is Menzi from Men's Brand Breakthrough, and today we're having a conversation with Lerato, Moloko, Mphahlele from SEIH. I see there's a poster that they're having a Mandela Day celebration entrepreneurs. So Lerato, can you please tell us more about what SEIH is and what you guys do?
Okay, thank you very much, Menzi. So SEIH stands for the Student Entrepreneurship and Innovations Hub. It was born in 2018 at the Student Entrepreneurship Week that was hosted at SMU. Part of the birth of SEIH stems from DHEAD's resolution to say that universities need to create an ecosystem for student entrepreneurship support and participation. So that's where the birth of EDHE came through. EDHE, which stands for the Entrepreneurship Development or in Higher Education, led by Dr. Nora Clark. And from there, they have developed a strategy framework that speaks about three key drivers. One being entrepreneurship in academia, entrepreneurship in universities, and entrepreneurship in students. So SEIH is the third driver, which is the student driver. And primarily what SEIH wants to achieve in terms of its ecosystem development of student entrepreneurship is that we want to participate, promote and support student entrepreneurs. And that's why we have developed the Mandela Day Celebrating Entrepreneurs. This is a 67-day project that we've developed as the Student Executive Committee of SEIH to say that let us profile student entrepreneurs so that our students within our SMU community can get to be familiarized with, okay, there's Umenzi who is selling A, B, C, D, E, F, G, who is offering A, B, C, and G services within their spare time from, in their spare time after academics. Okay. So that is why we've developed this project. And we want to have conversations. We want to profile student entrepreneurs so that everyone can be aware. Because we believe that student entrepreneurship should be us taking advantage as students to utilize the sample space of the SMU market to test our products, to test our services, to test our entrepreneurship ideas, so that by the time we get out into the larger market space, we are better prepared, to venture into business. I could add on and say that South Africa currently is facing a huge crisis. We talk about unemployment, unemployment which is sitting at about 27.6% in the first quarter statistics released by Stats SA in 2019. It's alarming. And part of that 27.6%, 68% are graduates. So we need to now find a way of exposing our students to being involved in entrepreneurship so that they can go out there and actually be employers and not employees. So that's fundamentally what we do as SEIH. There's a lot more that we want to do. We're only about to get to 1 year. And so far, I believe that we've stimulated a lot of ambitions among students to be part of entrepreneurship while they're still students. So yeah, that's what we've been doing.
Okay, quite interesting. There you have it, guys. SEIH to promote, to participate, and to support the students and to stimulate the drive, the entrepreneurial spirit within the students.
Definitely.
Okay, so now I see that you launched a Mandela Day program, which is profiling into entrepreneurs. So I want to understand, because it goes with 67 minutes, but what do you guys do with this project? Are you gonna profile 67 entrepreneurs, or are you gonna profile on 60? Can you please explain more to the people what's the program, the Mandela Day program about celebrating entrepreneurs? How does it go?
Okay, so our hashtags for the Mandela Day Celebrating Entrepreneurs is hashtag introduce yourself and hashtag celebrating game changers. So this concept derives from saying that Welcome to we take 67 days from July 18th till the 67 days to profile SMU students. So we're using 67 as the days, not as minutes, not as profiling 67 entrepreneurs or anything else. And we've opened up the poster, as you've seen, to say entrepreneurs who are on campus, who want to have a chat with us, should send us an email. Let's schedule a sit down. Let us profile you. Let us have that conversation to say, what is it that you do? What are the services and products that you offer? And stuff like that. So we ultimately get to profile our students and expose these student entrepreneurs to the broader SMU community, as I've stated.
Okay, thank you. And as a student entrepreneur, how do I get into contact with you so that you can profile me? Do you guys have a YouTube page, an Instagram page? How do I get? Let's say I'm interested. It's quite interesting initiative, I must say. But then now I want to reach out to you and say, no, you know what? I am Tabam who's selling this and that and that. What are the platforms so that we can arrange that profiling?
Okay, so we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and this program of Mandela Day will officially also be launched on our YouTube page. Okay. And you can just type in SEIH SMU, and you will gladly find us in all those social media platforms. And please do send us an email. We do take time to respond because we're not just only doing this program, but what we fundamentally also do is that we assist students. So if a student comes to us and say, I've got this idea, how can we help them? So we can help them as a team to say, okay, look, this is how you can go about it. We can link you up with entrepreneurship organizations or anything of that sort. As long as we get to assist our students start up and kick up their entrepreneurship business ideas or projects.
Okay. There's so much enthusiasm in you and there's so much passion in you.
Definitely.
Guys, I hope you are listening and you take this as an opportunity. So in closing, what would you like to say? What would be your key messages to those entrepreneurs that are there, maybe people who are shy or some of them that are enthusiastic as you are or that want to, that have the drive? What would be your take home message to them? What would you say to them so that they get the spirit, they get the grit?
I would say being multi-talented, being multitasking is the greatest exposure. Especially with the broader society, there's soft skills that are needed, there's more businesses needed, there's an economy that we need to build as South Africans. And that is not going to happen just solely on focusing on one thing. If you can expand yourself and learn something, I think you can go very far in anything that you want to do outside of the university spaces. So I'm saying just do anything, try everything. If you fail, you failed. But at least you have lessons that you can pick up and dust yourself off and continue once again.
There you have it, guys. Lerato, I would love to thank you. That was a good
Thank you very much for the interview, Nancy.
Guys, you had it, Student Entrepreneurship and Innovations Hub, to promote, to support, and to facilitate entrepreneurship in higher learning. So please, guys, do follow them on their social media pages and please get involved. I would love to thank you from my side, from Lerato. That was a great.
Thanks, Nancy.